Okay, this is another game changer for us. We use these tools. The first one, Fathom, these AI note takers. I don't know how many people are using these here. Fathom is an amazing tool. So there's other ones like it, but this is the one that I like the best. This thing just is a plugin. It's in my browser. I set it up for the team at Augusto, so there's a lot of people at Augusto that use this when we're communicating with clients and doing sales calls and stuff like that. And we're constantly recording and getting notes and transcripts from all these calls. So then I'll give you like a quick example here. This is an example of a call that we had with one of our clients. Happens to be Boston Children's Hospital. It's actually a case study interview. So this is like my marketing team. That's Brittany. And she's talking to two clients at Boston Children's Hospital about the work that Augusto did, right? So we wanted to obviously record that. We wanted to get the transcript of that. But not only can we get the transcript, we can go into the transcript and we can start highlighting things. So for example, if there's like a spot here where they just said something
and even,
awesome.
It's like a couple of weeks ago, Brian came out and Haley and I had some lunch with him. And it's just...
So I can highlight in the transcript specific areas, and you can actually control the type of highlight too. So you could say, well, it's a positive reaction, or it needs, review or feedback. And then not only can you do that, you can actually copy and paste that, and you can take that and you can send it to somebody and say, hey, there was one specific spot that I wanted to share with somebody on the team because they needed that insight. I can just copy and paste that clip and I can share it with them with a link. And I don't have to set 5 meetings and go through all the reviews and write everything down in the emails. I can just go send this to the people and say, here's what he said, what do you think? So these are these conversations that are happening in Slack, and it just speeds up the process of doing business. So the other thing that's super powerful about these tools is not only does it grab the transcript, it uses an LLM to build summaries. This is doing a summary of a general format, but I could pick different templates. I can, for example, Medic or Spice, these are particular sales methodologies, so I could actually have it generate a spiced summary of the call, and it would explain it in like sales terms if you were using Spiced as your sales process. I can have it format and summarize different things, and then the beautiful part is everything's linked, so I can go through and review the summary. I can catch up with it really fast, and the stuff that I want to see.
Would have had to pay an additional $100,000 for the extra third-party software.
I can dive right in and see exactly what that person said from a summary, and this all generates automatically. And then not only does it do that, it actually records who was on the call. It pulls out action items. It records and highlights all of the questions that we asked, and it pulls out all of the questions that the client asked. So you can go back and review questions that they had. These note-taking tools and this natural language processing that's going on is like super amazing, and it's a total game changer in terms of productivity if you leverage them and integrate them into what you're doing. It has been for us. A good healthcare example, I wanted to highlight at least one thing here, is this tool, for example, like Corewell's been evaluating this tool called Abridge, and we've all been to doctors. We've all been to the point where you sit there in a room with a doctor and he's typing or she's typing like crazy, right? And sometimes when they don't, that means they have to do it at night. They have to do it like in their own time, late at night, or try to find a gap in between patient visits. Like this stuff is like demoralizing physicians and nurses like all over the world. And so now all these tools are coming out using natural language processing and using the ability to process those kinds of summaries that I just showed you, but process them in a way that are clinically correct and can be updated directly into like Epic, right? So there's all these tools that are emerging that you're going to see in your life, in your experiences with other people. They're going to put a phone on the table and say, or they'll just have a microphone in the room and they'll be recording everything you're saying so they can take clinically accurate notes and update databases. That's going to happen across multiple industries, and it already is.